Welcome back to Michonne's DIY journey, and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. In today's video, I'm bringing you a personalized fall wall decor sign. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss an upload. Alright dolls, let's get started. So first I picked up this give thanks sign from the Dollar Tree. I really like it because it has that front ribbon. It's kind of like 3D. And I am going to actually paint over this in my white chalk paint in Waverly from Walmart. I'm pretty much running out of it, so this was the last project I could use the white on. And I did like 1.5 coats because 2 coats wasn't enough, but that's how it looked after it dried. Once that's dry, I'm going to use these poster stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I really like the font on it. I thought it was fun and cute. Gave the sign a little bit of character, but I'm just going to utilize those because I already had them on hand and just spell out my last name. The next step, I'm using this Truffle chalk paint in Waverly, and I am going to paint that 3D type ribbon that is kind of bulging out. And I originally used a foam brush because it got a little bit more coverage on it, but I ended up using a smaller tip brush that I picked up from Dollar Tree just to get the edges. Once that dries, after I gave it a couple of coats, I'm taking my X-Acto knife and going to start to pull up the letters. And I really love how this came out. I didn't get too much bleeding, but some parts that I did get a little bit of bleeding in, I just tried to kind of sand it off, but it didn't work too well. So I mean, it's all right. It's not that big of a deal. But here's a close-up of what it looks like just trying to peel those letters off. And they're not going to stay in one form. They're going to tear off like mine did. So if you're looking to reuse it, maybe use some different stencils because these stickers are not going to stay together. Next, I'm going to use these craft pumpkins, wood pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I used 3 of them. I'm painting them in the color moss, crimson, and agave. They're all Waverly chalk paint colors, and I really love how they all turned out. And all I'm going to do is just going to give them a couple of coats of paint, and I'm going to use a makeup sponge because I ran out of clean brushes. But this coverage was pretty nice. I gave it 2 coats for each pumpkin. And actually my 2 favorite colors on these little wood pumpkins are going to be the agave color. It's like that green bluish color, and that moss, like dark green color. I really loved it. The crimson came out really nice, but I had to do more than 2 coats. I think I did 3, and it still didn't give much coverage to cover up the wood, but this is how they looked after they dried. Next, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in mineral, and I'm going to give it a little bit of depth to the pumpkins. Trying this new thing out with a lot of painting that I've been doing on my projects, and I've been seeing other crafters use this technique in dry brushing to give more depth in their projects. So that's what I'm trying to do, because I do a lot of hot gluing and a little bit of painting, but I'm trying to expand my horizons a little bit more with my crafts. And I actually really enjoyed all of the painting that I've been doing for my fall crafts. So basically all I'm going to do is just try to enhance what I think a pumpkin would look like with a little bit more bolder lines in the middle and on the outline or the perimeter of those pumpkins. So that's what my attempt was. It didn't come out nearly as perfect as I thought it would, but it came out pretty good for the first time me trying it, and I really liked it. And to get a little bit more of the weathered look, I just kind of started to shade it or wipe it down with my fingers just to give it more of a weathered look, and that's how they turned out, and I like them. Next, I am going to just arrange them on my personalized wood sign the way that I want, and simply just hot glue it down. There was no rhyme or reason to how I hot glued it down. I just figured out the best way that I wanted them to look on my sign and just hot glued them down. They were just kind of overlapping. My least favorite one is the red one, so that's why I kind of wanted to hide it just a tiny bit. I mean, it is in the middle, so it's not hiding it that much, but I like the way that it turned out. And I really like putting these pumpkins on with hot glue because you can just take them off, and that's what I plan on doing, taking them off seasonally, because I really like this personalized sign. I'll probably add more to it during like Christmas time or even Halloween, but right now the pumpkins are gonna stay for this season, and then I can just change them out with like Christmas trees or even like a bunny rabbit for like Easter or something. So yeah, that's what I really like about this sign. It's going to be interchangeable for the seasons. With the top of those pumpkins, there was something missing because they have the holes in the top, because they're more so like for ornaments where you can like, you know, feed string or twine through them to hang them. So I decided to take these berries that I had from fall decor last year and remove it from that sunflower and just kind of measure out it to cover the stem on each of those pumpkins, put a little bit of hot glue on it, and then just stick them down, and I love the way that it came out. To hang this up, I'm just going to use some leftover nautical rope that I had laying around and just tie the ends. I've done this before in previous videos for other signs, and just going to hot glue it over the holes that it originally came with the twine. It didn't cover it completely, but it was good enough for me. Well, that's all I have for you today, dolls. I really hope you enjoyed this and you get some inspiration off of it. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss an upload. Thanks so much, dolls. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.